So I'm going to join you as we watch this video. There's just so much to say about this, and there's a little story behind these three Corvettes. But we're leaving the haystack at Canon Beach, and we are now at, I believe this is Hug Point. What a beautiful beach, and just look at that ocean. Just the rows and rows and rows of waves coming in. The beach is stunning. And this is what I loved about the Oregon coast. I just fell in love with the Oregon coast. Many people stopped and asked me if they could take my picture for me. There's no bad picture on the Oregon coast. And what I found unique about these rocks is the amount of shells that are on these rocks and the sea life that are on these rocks. Like, I didn't see this when I was on the East Coast because I wasn't out on the beach like I am here on the Oregon coast. Just amazing. Look at that. Yeah, and it just stood out. All these white shells, and all of a sudden you see this, I don't know what color you call that, but and I know my camera doesn't capture what I saw in real life. Well, good morning. We are on the road. Just finished at Hug Point. What a beautiful place to come and visit. And it was interesting. I stopped at a lookout point about 2 miles back, and all of a sudden 3 Corvettes pulled in behind me, and I thought, wow. And so I get out and I started chatting with the fellows, and one is originally from Okotoks, the other is originally from Cochrane. I think the other one lives on Vancouver Island, has been. So it was interesting couple, interesting 3 guys, let's put it this way, out enjoying their Corvettes. They're nice cars. I still like my little cargo van. Anyways, we're gonna go look for Arch Rock next. I'm slowly making my way to Lincoln City, just outside. I booked KOA for 2 nights so I can go back and forth and have a home base, because I can only go so far. The weather's been spectacular. I don't want to miss anything while the weather's working with me. You know what I mean? Yep. Anyways, stay tuned. I got some beautiful photos. There was just so many places to stop and see the ocean. Just like, do I pull off here? And then I go maybe 100 yards and another pull off. It was just nonstop. Beautiful, just beautiful. So we are stopping in Manzanita. The intent here was to stopping at the offshore grill and coffee house. But then when I turned the street, I seen the ocean and a beach. So guess what? We're going to the beach first before coffee. I mean, just look at those waves. Okay, I found a spot where I can get beach access. Coming up. I really do miss those beaches. They were just so beautiful. And what a gorgeous day. All day. Bit windy, but the whole coastline it was always windy. Now here's the cup of coffee. Now that's a cup of coffee. And boy, was it a good cup of coffee. Stunning. I couldn't help but notice this Volkswagen. And then as we turn the corners, there's this old stack, and there's a lot of green growing from inside of it. I wonder what it was. The next morning I went for a walk along the beach in Lincoln, and these mats were just newly installed for those that were disabled to take their wheelchairs or their scooters. It was a windy day, but absolutely beautiful weather for this walk. Look at those waves. When you're there and you can hear them, man, I could sit there all day. Now that's the wind noise you're hearing more so than the waves. Again, I don't think this is a swimming beach because I didn't see anybody out swimming. But watch this. Somebody almost lost their boat. Shortly after this walk, I made my way back towards the campsite where I had new neighbors with a couple puppy dogs. So we visited for the afternoon and then we sat around the campfire for the evening. So if you haven't already, please click on that like and subscribe and see where the next road takes us.